Ladies and gentlemen, it is me again, and I'm so much enjoying the fact that I am able to actually have time and, discuss with you these political matters and events. Now, there is this one time when Martha Karua said that in politics, it is allowed to use propaganda so that you send a specific message. In other words, in politics, you are allowed to lie so that the message gets home perfectly well. So the message can be choreographed in a way that, somebody who is buying the message or somebody who is the recipient of the message must definitely form an opinion out of it. And that is why we say perception in politics is very key. When you can drive a narrative that defines a given perception in the mind of the people, then you have won one step of the game in politics. Now, there is this also a scenario which actually was very rampant in Mount Kenya region, although it is now subsiding. When Raila came into handshake with when Raila came into handshake with Uhuru, it tried to die down, but it is resurfacing based on the fact that, Raila did not claim the presidency. So the people are still not assured of, what was being debunked was kind of having its fruition at the end of the day. So in the central region, in Mount Kenya region, there is a propaganda which sold perfectly well, that Raila is not a man that can resonate with the gamer community. And that is why you saw Raila seriously taking his moves into the Mount Kenya region, even though he had difficult time, and he was battling out the narrative, the perception, or the propaganda that Raila can't be sold in Mount Kenya region and Raila can't be voted by the gamer community. He tried it, but we still don't know exactly what happened. According to him, or according to the leaks, the votes were stolen from Mount Kenya. But that is not what I want us to focus on. I want us to bring in the aspect of Mwangi wa Iria, because he has been trending. And he's trending based on how he got an opportunity to come with fire in Azimio.
Tutajitawala sasa. Sawa sawa. Tutajitawala. Kwa sababu 70% are non-shareholders. Tutaunda serikali yetu, tutengeneze kitambulisho chetu na tuchukue kodi yetu. Si ndio? Kwa hivyo wajitayarishe. Hiyo isipofunguliwa baba, upende usipende, tutaunda serikali yako. Si ndio hivyo? Si ndio hivyo? Hapo hiyo ndio direction. Kwa hivyo hiyo mchezo sawa sawa, hiyo mchezo wanacheza itaunda Kenya mpya hapa.
And it kind of appears that when Raila was going for him, Raila knew exactly what he is capable of doing, what Mwangi wa Iria is capable of doing. The event you are coming to the channel for the first time, please take a moment and subscribe and give this video a like. Give it a thumbs up, and you can comment. Actually, you can even share with your friends. I want us to look at what is the mandate of Mwangi wa Iria. Why is the fire now becoming so intense in as far as Raila's game changing towards identifying where to focus more, especially with what we are seeing right now. So why do you think Mwangi wa Iria came with this fire? Or what would you say based on that? Because this is actually the first time that is being so fiery in his statement and siding with Raila completely. Everybody can actually see. So the question in the minds of the people, why is Mwangi wa Iria? Why did Raila settle on Mwangi wa Iria? And why is the direction of talks that Mwangi wa Iria actually took? And why the combativeness, the oomph, the kind of vigor that he is speaking with? Why all this? For me, I just have a few notes or deductions that I can make from this, and I don't know what to think from your side. Maybe if you find time, if you are able to, you can actually tell me. So number one, like I said in the first place, Mwangi wa Iria has a role to play in Raila's camp, and for a long time Raila has been looking for somebody who can maybe be so much robust and help him debunk the narrative that has been in the minds of the gamer community, at large, that Raila is, is not supposed to be attached to us, and Raila is not supposed to be, the name of Raila is not supposed to be mentioned in the gamer community. And when you listen to some bit of the clip, when you listen to when Mwangi wa Iria was really bursting out, one of the things he said ni kama mbaya ni mbaya. And kama mbaya ni mbaya, the focus that Mwangi wa Iria was giving attention was to actually tackle Rigathi Gachagua, who is the deputy president. Because out of the Mount Kenya leaders who are in the current regime, the one who is appearing or proving to be, a thorn in the flesh, is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. And so if Raila can get somebody who can really be, aggressive with making rebuttals, rejoinders that are timely, rejoinders that are coming with fire, and to hit the nail on the head, and to take no nonsense from any communication or any statement made against Raila from the Mount Kenya region, then the probability is that Raila might have gone for Mwangi wa Iria to take up this role. And from day one, Mwangi wa Iria has proved that he's up to the task. So debunking the narrative, because when you listen to how he started, Mwangi wa Iria started by saying that, it is a propaganda that has been set automatically to come from the mouth of Rigathi Gachagua and send it to the minds of the gamer community. And when it is aligned to how the norm has been, definitely the goal is met every time Rigathi Gachagua speaks. So now this is what kind of Mwangi wa Iria is coming to do, to debunk this narrative. And by debunking this narrative, he must be specified in a given line of talk. He must be so strategic in his talk. He must hit the nail on the head. It's not a time to maybe buffer his statement, maybe due to the fear of where he comes from. He must now go against the current. If the majority of those who can speak against Raila Odinga are siding with Rigathi Gachagua, then definitely he must be the one man who goes against the current. Because when you listen to how Mwangi wa Iria was speaking, he was so much into the governance, and he was kind of really identifying areas that the government missed it all.
Kwa sababu 70% are non-shareholders. Tutaunda serikali yetu, tutengeneze kitambulisho chetu na tuchukue kodi yetu. Si ndio? Kwa hivyo wajitayarishe. Hiyo isipofunguliwa baba, upende usipende, tutaunda serikali yako. Si ndio hivyo?
And Mwangi wa Iria is now coming on board to set a new trajectory. It's kind of Mwangi wa Iria came to also drive the narrative that we need to consider this government as inconsequential and cannot be relied upon by the majority of the Kenyans, because they came up with a narrative yesterday which is attaching on the shareholders, the non-shareholders. So the shareholders, they were borrowing from what Rigathi Gachagua said, that the government is like a company. So you have shares. What did you bring? There are people who have more shares, there are people who have less shares. So for Mwangi wa Iria, they have taken it a notch higher and, identified the structure and seen that because William Ruto concentrated on specific areas where, he is being defined with in his governance, definitely majority of the Kenyans were left behind. Majority of the Kenyans are not feeling that we are covered. And if it is a matter of defining how the narrative is supposed to sell, even in the Mount Kenya region, then I also tell you it is Mwangi wa Iria who is the man up to the task to sell that kind of narrative. If it is detaching from, like what that Luo guy once said, this country should be disbanded and everybody should go home. That is exactly kind of what they are trying to send across. And so if this can be maintained, if this momentum can be maintained, then it is a momentum that even can go up to 2027. And if it intensifies and the government does not heed to the call of the opposition and regard what people need, then the narrative will be developing day by day. The force will be developing day by day. And when the force develops day by day, the momentum is gained, and the outcome would be to make Ruto, you know, a one-term president. One of the analysts, I saw analysts saying that Ruto must be careful, otherwise he will be a one-term president. What do you think? What do you have from your side? What do you see? Let's continue holding on to what is happening, and let's have this conversation continuing. May you have a great time.